So this is what you do. Basically, that's your welder. That's the ground clamp there, and that's the stinger with a welding rod in it. Like. So basically, you set the power on there roughly to the width of the bar, but if you're a novice, you want it higher because it's a right, as you'll see in a minute, it's a right bastard to get a spark on the go. So obviously it's on, ground clamps on. I've got my gloves on. It's not high enough voltage to electrocute you though. Even if you used to touch it, maybe if you used to touch it on wet skin or something, it might fucking hurt you. But because I used to be shit afraid of him, thinking it was like 240 volts or some shit like that, but it's not. So anyway, I've got this mint mask. As you'll be able to see, hopefully I'll be able to point the camera through it. You got to hold it about 2mm off the surface when it's trying to stick it to the surface. It's well mad. Hey, there we go. Check it. Yeah man, rester. Obviously, angle grinder. It's a disc cutter basically, a little disc cutter. It's shit hot. You can well do the business with it. And if you're not careful, you will set your bollocks on fire because it fucking at this angle, as you might be able to tell. All the sparks are going exactly where my bollocks are, so watch out for that shit. And also it's red hot as well when you're finished, as you might expect, so. See that? It did set the fucking cloth on fire. Out, because obviously where I've just made that cut, be fucking red hot. You don't need to cut all the way through, as you can see. I've just fucking scored it. You just bend the bastard and snap it at that point. Yeah, right. So I've got these, 4 little bits which are going to wind up being the top of the pylon. So what I've got is one of them clamps, like what you used to see people on the market holding the tarps on the top of the market stalls with. It's good because it's nice and strong, and I've got another clamp there. And I've just clamped onto a piece of wood and just put the metal more or less the way I want it, and it holds it. I mean, it's holding it perfectly. I didn't think it'd be so easy. But in the welding shop they'd have a jig or something if they keep making fucking climbing frames over and over again or something like that. Anyway, roger out. But there's my welder. It works really well. I thought, fucking hell, it's still well hot. Even through his gloves, it's fucking red hot, that. And I can't even believe I've managed to do it that well, to be honest. Because it's been a fair old while since I've done a lot of it, so. You gotta keep whacking it with an hammer to get all the fucking crystallised crap off it, otherwise you don't get a proper weld. But you'll start to notice that you're twatting it with an hammer and you start to feel like you're twatting something really dense, because you've proper joined the metal with molten metal basically. So that's shit hot. That I'm well impressed with that. I'm sort of progressing with this pylon. You can see I've done the if you can make that out in the video, I've formed like this square at the top of the pylon. I'm just putting the sort of legs on. I've kind of put a very slight sort of like it's spreading out a bit because obviously pylons are bigger at the bottom than they are at the top, aren't they? So basically, about just cracking on with it. Right? You can see the structure starting to come to shape now. Though it's, I'm pretty surprised I can even do it, to be honest. So I'll show you in a bit. Roger out. Yo, check 1 2, and after about 2 hours welding, I fucking never want to do it again. Nah, it's not true. My pylon's progressing nicely. This is it, my pylon. So far I ain't finished it yet. You can just see how I've kind of started to put the lower struts in place. Only real issues I've been finding, and you find this, is I can hear it almost, there's a dry weld somewhere, not like I made contact properly. It don't really matter for what it's worth, you probably stand on this fucker, I would have thought, but I noticed there was a dry weld on it before. But that's just something and nothing really. I really want to continue it, but yeah, that's the basic shape of it, like that. Pushed it. Roger Dodger, video fans. Making me pylon. You might be able to pick it out off the background there. It's starting to look very pylon-y, isn't it? Right, camera, check. So I don't know if you can make this out, but that weld there, that joint, should still be red hot, and it would be really foolish to touch. Having belted it with an hammer, you get like a loose joint. It's like a dry solder. You can just about see it there, and it's not worked. So basically, you just have to scrub it and eat it again, basically. So yeah, man, it's progressing. Dodgy. Right then, so this is me finished pylon. Try to move about so you get it full in shot, but it's looking a lot like a pylon, innit? We had it in the distance on the bin a bit ago, and it just looked like, you know, that Father Ted thing where, I know them ones out there are really far away, and the toy ones are small or whatever. But yeah, there's my pylon. Pushed it. Check. I've already illustrated this point pretty well, but this is my welding mask. It's like LCD. It goes black when it sees a spark. Just take it off the mirror-headed man. That's the mirror-headed man. You got to fear and respect him, basically. So it's got like this shit here. You can adjust it, but I wouldn't want to adjust it because it's been working so well. It's just shit hot. It's a cool mask. It was supposed to be about 80 quid, but the guy in the welding shop, for some reason, didn't want to pay VAT and just give it me for 60 quid. Pushed it.